What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Full Metal Analysis. We are getting into the second half of the season, and the Pistons, the Lions got a big game coming up against the Philadelphia Eagles. But we'll get into all the scores and what we think about that coming up. What are your thoughts on? I think we already talked about the Lions and the Eagles, though.
Mm-hmm.
But the Eagles did beat Green Bay on Monday Night Football, which um, ultimately put us in first place. Any thoughts on the Eagles, or on the on Green Bay losing, or did it happen exactly the way you thought it would happen?
Not exactly the way I thought it would happen because I took Green Bay, but it do make sense. It does make sense. It set us up for Philadelphia winning that game, and I can see them coming back home and losing to us. It would be surprising if they lost to both teams. So I guess in a way, it makes sense according to the script. um, it was an ugly game. It I didn't think it would be like that. Um, I think the response that I've heard coming out of that game was that both teams' defenses are very good, and that's why it looked like the way it did. I'm not sure if I'm buying that.
Yeah, man, that's what I was going to ask you. Is Green Bay's defense not? Is the Green Bay's team not what I heard it was? They supposed to be the 2025 Super Bowl champions, right?
That's what I heard, but it comes back to what I've been saying all along, which is we've been saying all along that we don't think Jordan Love is that great, and I've been saying all along that I think Matt LaFleur is a terrible coach. Both both coaches, uh, both coaches had a bad game. Basically, it was a lot of weird, a lot of weird things done. Sirianni going for it on fourth down with like a minute and something left in the game. Um, and then they just Green Bay just couldn't get it going. I think they got into the red zone one time, and I looked away, and then next thing I know, they turned the ball over. So, yeah, man, I don't think Green Bay, who had all this hype coming into the season, is living up to the expectations at all. And then on the flip side, I talked about it. Philadelphia's offense is not even anywhere close to what it was last year. There's a video going around online of AJ Brown playing Madden the other night, and he basically telling whoever he playing like it's a mess, man. It's a mess. My favorite quote was, "If you got me in fantasy, then get rid of me." So Philadelphia's a mess right now. Green Bay's a mess right now, and it's the perfect time for the Lions to play them
Yeah, man.
back to back, ain't it?
I've been saying that Philadelphia locker room must be awful. Just all season long, I've been saying that, man. Like it's AJ Brown is already just a drama queen. Everything's about me, me, me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the ball. It's like a broken record at this point. But yeah, man, I'm with you. I don't think the Eagles are who they hyped, who they were last year, and I think the Green Bay has been way overhyped. But with that said, we can go ahead and get into bet it up, man.
Well, speaking of ugly games, week 10, I believe it's week 10. Yeah, week 10 kicked off with a very ugly game. The Las Vegas Raiders went to Denver to take on the Broncos. I took the Raiders. You took the Broncos. It was a very ugly, low-scoring game. Broncos win 10-7.
But they
Raiders
did not cover.
They did not cover. Raiders did just enough to cover, and Broncos did just enough to get the win. Off the top of my head, man, this is like, I don't know, like the third week in a row where the Broncos have won by 3 or less.
Oh yeah, man. The Broncos are not what they were last year either, man. And I got to have a real conversation with myself. Like, am I going to keep supporting this mediocrity?
Next game we had Atlanta traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Actually, I think this game was overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah, Berlin. We were both on Indianapolis on a bounce back game. Atlanta almost won this game again, man. I'm telling you, this is the new Detroit Lions. They're almost good, but they just don't win. And Colts battled back, kicked the field goal to send it to overtime, and then Colts win in overtime, 31-25. Jonathan Taylor, 32 carries, 244 yards, 3 touchdowns. Falcons tried. They got your boy Drake London, 6 catches for 104 yards, 1 touchdown. But that being said, is Jonathan Taylor the MVP of the league?
You know what, man? I'm trying to think if it's a better candidate out there than him.
Name the only other name that's being thrown around is your boy Matthew Stafford.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Jonathan Taylor. I will give it to Jonathan Taylor. Matt Stafford does the same thing every year, man. I think we've seen this out of Matt Stafford. And I think that Jonathan Taylor has been more important to his team than Matt Stafford has been to his. Now, don't get me wrong. Not saying that Matt Stafford isn't important or he doesn't play a key role, but Jonathan Taylor may single-handedly be carrying his team. And like I said, this is what Matt Stafford does every year.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure when the last time a running back won the award, but I can't tell you anybody who I feel like is more deserving of the award right now.
Oh, do you mean? You mean who's actually going to win it? Oh, Matt Stafford will definitely win it. They're never going to give it to a running back.
Because I was just about to say, that's why they created the Offensive Player of the Year award, so that they don't have to give it to running back. So
I thought you were asking, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. In my opinion, yeah, I don't know another player who has a better case than Jonathan Taylor, but we'll see what they do. Like I said, I feel like they created the Offensive Player of the Year award just so
they won't have to give it to a non-quarterback player.
Yeah. All right. Baltimore traveled to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. We were both on Baltimore minus the 3. Baltimore covers. They beat Minnesota with the final score of where they at? 27-19. Minnesota lost. But JJ McCarthy finished the game 248 yards, 1 touchdown. He did complete 20 passes. Now they still lost, which rings true to what I said, but at the same time, I'm not as down on JJ McCarthy as I was coming into the year. What are your thoughts on JJ McCarthy?
Well, he's about right on pace for where I thought he was going to be. I never thought that JJ McCarthy was going to be a bad quarterback. I thought it was going to take him a while to get it together. And he's about right on pace for what I thought he was going to do. I thought he was going to have a slow start, and the fact that he got injured for a couple of games helped that out. But He proved in Michigan that he was a capable quarterback, capable of making the plays when he needs to make it. My only concern was with JJ was that he didn't get a lot of reps in Michigan, and he hasn't had a lot of reps in the NFL. So I feel like the more reps that he takes, the better he will become. Will that be will that be a threat in the future? I think we beat them the next time we play them, and I still think we're a better team than them next year too. So we'll see how it goes. But for right now, spot on pace.
Right. We got Cleveland Browns travel to New York to take on the Jets. You took Cleveland -2. I took the Jets +2. My only rationale was, hey, they traded everybody, and this is the type of thing that happens when everybody's like, "Oh, the season's over," and then the team goes out and wins a meaningless game. It was shaky. It was shaky at the start, but somewhere in there, the Jets returned 2 kicks. I think a punt and a kick return for a touchdown, and Cleveland just kind of stalled out, and Jets end up winning 27-20.
Yeah, dog. So my philosophy is bet against the Jets from now on, and they'll win.
uh, that look familiar. My bad. Hold on 1 second. All right. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints travel to Carolina to take on America's Panthers. I was jokingly saying that, Carolina was getting full of themselves. They out here giving 5.5 points to other teams. Everybody I heard talk about this game reluctantly and timidly took the Carolina Panthers. I felt bold and brazen about it. Well, I see where the timidness came from because the Carolina Panthers got smacked at home by the New Orleans Saints 17-7.
Yeah, man. I saw a little bit of that game, man, and the Saints came out to play, man. They was determined to win that game, and Carolina was the complete opposite of that. They was like, guys, what can we do to not win this game? And they went out there and did that over and over again.
Yeah, it was a very lackluster game. Bryce Young again. At some point, Bryce Young's going to throw for over 150 yards. He finished this game with 124 yards, 1 pick,
Oh wow!
one pick, no touchdown. And Rico Dotto, just wasn't his day. 18 carries, 53 yards, inefficient. We did get a touchdown, only touchdown that the Panthers had that day, but yeah, man, it was a poor showing for Carolina.
Yeah, when I was watching the game, they were saying that he was playing hurt, and that's why he didn't have a good day.
Yeah, I believe it because the way they're running them, man. I don't know how long that's going to last, but we'll see.
He was doing everything he could to stay in that game, man. They had the trainers looking at him. He was trying to stay in the game, man, because he is their only hope. At this point, Dotto is the Panthers.
Another, well, probably the biggest surprise of the week. We were both on Buffalo going into Miami. Buffalo was given 9 on the road. Miami, talking about teams that came out to play. Miami came to play, and Buffalo had no idea where they were at. There was a tush-push QB sneak towards the end of that game. Josh Allen pushed through and nobody tackled him, and he just kept kind of going and going, and he went about 15 yards past the first down marker, and all of a sudden he just coughed the ball up, fumble. Dolphins recover it, and that was kind of a microcosm of the entire game. Buffalo just never got it going.
So I think at this point we got to ask the question: So Buffalo was like the favorite at the beginning of the season, best team in the league, and now they lost what they lost 4 out of their last 5.
They lost probably 3 of their last 4 because they're
3 or
sitting at
4.
6-3.
6-3. Yeah, so they lost 3 of their last 4. Is Buffalo still a AFC Super Bowl contender, or have they fallen off to the point where they cannot fix it?
Nah. They are still a Super Bowl contender. And if Rico Dotto is the Carolina Panthers, then Josh Allen is a Buffalo Bill because as he goes, the team goes, and they got all their chips on him. So Josh Allen's been off, but once he figures it out and gets back on track, they'll be right back to where they were. And if he doesn't figure it out, then yeah, they don't have any hope at all. But I think he'll figure it out. And they are fighting New England for that division, but New England's sitting at 8-2. But yeah, no, Buffalo's not going down without a fight.
Can Josh Allen beat Lamar right now?
Beat Lamar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody beats Lamar.
I'm just saying because Josh Allen is on a losing streak, and I mean it's only been 2 games, but since he's been back, Lamar's on a winning streak. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, but Lamar's played Minnesota, and they played a horrible team last week, and they didn't really look great in either of those games. But they were playing bad teams. Now, granted, what's the name? Buffalo played
Playing bad teams too.
Well, no, Buffalo played Miami and lost, but Buffalo beat Kansas City last week. So, I think it was a bad game. I think it was a bad game.
And the week before that, didn't they lose to like the Browns or the Bengals or something?
Buffalo?
Yeah.
Buffalo had lost to the Dolphins, and then they beat Kansas City. They beat Carolina, and then they lost to Atlanta and New England.
Oh, okay. Atlanta.
Right. Next up, we got it's bound to happen. All right, the New York Giants traveled to Chicago to take on the Bears. The Bears were giving 4.5. We were both on the Bears. The Bears end up winning that game, but do not cover. The Giants lose Jackson Dart. They fire their head coach. But we'll talk about the Giants later. I guess my question to you is, because you ask me this every week, is Chicago a good team? I'm not going to ask you, is Chicago a good team? I'm going to ask you, who is better, the Chicago Bears or the Green Bay Packers?
The Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are a better team. The Chicago Bears have a better record, but I don't know, man. I just don't believe in the Chicago Bears, man. All their wins come against bad teams. At least Green Bay is playing good teams. They're just not putting up a fight when they go up there. Like, to your point, Green Bay is playing down to the level of whoever they're playing, and it becomes a stagnated um a stagnated team where it's just a dead game. You know what I'm saying? You just sitting there watching, no progress, nobody scoring. I will give Green Bay's defense the benefit of the doubt. Green Bay's defense is good. They just can't score any points. And Chicago, they're just playing bad teams. I think they are Chicago is a product of their schedule. And just like you said last week, we'll get to see the real Chicago when they start playing real teams. The fact that they didn't even cover against New York with essentially their whole team hurt. And they should have lost that game from what I'm hearing. New York fucked that up, and it wasn't really the Bears winning; it was New York fucking it up. Yeah, Chicago is frauds, man. The Green Bay is frauds. Green Bay is frauds, but Chicago is more frauds, man, and they're a product of their schedule. So we'll see. Who do you know? Can you give me who does the Bears play this coming up week?
Chicago goes up against Minnesota.
Oh wow, yeah. Give me Minnesota. I'm calling it ahead of we didn't even got to that portion of the show yet, but give me Minnesota.
All right. Another ugly game. I was torn on it, but in the end, no CJ Stroud was probably the only opportunity I had to take Houston. Jacksonville Jaguars traveled to Houston to take on the Texans. You took Jacksonville minus the 1.5. Another game that started off very unfavorable for me at the beginning. And then at some point, your boy, the unknown Davis Mills, started playing some football and drove the team downfield for a game-winning, or not a game-winning drive. He took the lead with like I don't know, like a minute left in the game, and I turned it off, and I just knew that I would turn it back on, and Jacksonville would kick a field goal, win, and cover. But lo and behold, no, that's not what happened. Will Anderson Jr. comes through, gets to Trevor Lawrence, knocks the ball out of his hand. Defensive end or defensive tackle picks it up out of the air and runs it back for a touchdown. Texans win 36-29.
Yeah, man. We're the Jaguars when you need them, man. I have little faith in the Jaguars, and then when I put money, and then when I count on them, it just let me down.
Yep. Yeah. No, I didn't feel good about the Jaguars because they've been kind of shaky lately. Your boy Travis Hunter is done for the year, season-ending surgery. They traded for a receiver and Jacoby Myers. I think Brian Thomas Jr. is hurt, and Trevor Lawrence, man, he's just a hard guy to depend on. So
The other team quarterback is not playing, man. I mean, what more advantage do you want?
yeah. So the AFC South, Jaguars 5-4, Texans 4-5. Obviously, the Colts are running away with that division. Here's a game. You went with New England, who was on fire. I took Tampa Bay. I did not think that Drake May could shoot it out with Baker Mayfield, but lo and behold, he did. Patriots win the game 28-23. Baker Mayfield did have a good day, 273 yards, 3 touchdowns. One touchdown came in garbage time when they were down by double scores, but Mecca Buka, another good day, 115 yards, 1 touchdown. But my favorite stat that I heard out of this week of football, someone said that when Christian Gonzalez plays football, the New England Patriots are 7-0. I said to myself, man, that's a great stat.
That's your guy.
Yeah, not a lot to say about that game. And the Arizona Cardinals traveled to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. We were both on the Seahawks. These 4:00 games from last Sunday, man, were all blowouts. Seattle blew out Arizona. The Rams blew out San Francisco, and the Lions blew out Washington. And we were all on the side of the team that blew out the other team.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think they said that the Lions game was 44-22. I want to say it was the Seahawks game that was 44-22, and then the Rams and 49ers game added up to 44 points.
Yeah. It was. I think I don't know if I was off. I might have been off, but it was just like, no, I wasn't off. I just came home and turned it on. And I was like, wow, these games are boring.
Turn on, for those of y'all who play lottery, 44-22 is your number.
All right. The last two games of last week. Pittsburgh Steelers going to LA to take on the Chargers. You took Pittsburgh. I took the Chargers. Chargers were at home, given 3. Man, Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh offense looked horrible that game. They
What are
ended
they
up
doing?
losing 10-25.
What are they doing, dog? Like I was like, okay, Aaron Rodgers is gonna go out here and make a play, dog, and he did not, man. They look awful. It looked like that. Their whole game plan was Aaron Rodgers. The whole thing was like, I gotta throw it to DJ Metcalf, and whether DJ Metcalf was covered or not, his game plan was still, I gotta throw it to DJ Metcalf. I saw they went for it on 4th down. They were like on like the 3-yard line, and I'm looking at it the whole way. The defensive guy never came off Metcalf, and Aaron Rodgers was looking at him the whole way. I saw that he was covered. I know that Aaron Rodgers saw that he was covered. I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers, see him, seeing that DJ Metcalf was covered, and he looked down the barrel of that gun and threw that ball anyway. And then when he didn't catch the ball and the defender knocked it away, he was like, "Oh." Like, what did you expect to happen, dog? He was covered. Throw to one of your other teammates. But then I can't even say that because at the end of the game, he threw to one of his other teammates. It hit this guy in the hands, bounced off his hands, and got intercepted for the game-winning interception to end the game. What the hell?
Aaron Rodgers' only other option besides DK Metcalf is Roman Wilson, who had a great career at the University of Michigan, but hasn't been that great in the NFL. But still, Aaron Rodgers does throw to him. I think he had a touchdown again Sunday night. But one thing I will say, I like Aaron Rodgers, but the one thing that bugs me about Aaron Rodgers and has bugged me his whole career is that nobody blames their receivers like Aaron Rodgers blames his receivers. Aaron Rodgers is, I've never seen a quarterback. You want to talk about no accountability. I've never seen a quarterback never, ever, ever, ever take accountability for a failed play with more conviction than Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, it was craziness. They're like, dog. Like when I say he was covered the whole time, from the beginning of the play to the end of the play, Metcalf was covered, and Aaron Rodgers was like, "Fuck that, I got this."
I bet you if you ask Aaron Rodgers, it was not Aaron Rodgers' fault.
I could throw all the passes you want me to throw. You know, it don't count if the guys don't go out there and catch the ball.
Last game of the week, Philadelphia Eagles traveled to Green Bay to take on the Packers. You took Philly, I took Green Bay. It was who wants it less. And in the end, Philadelphia decided, all right, we'll go ahead and win this game.
Me and you were talking before the game. Oh, we were doing the pod, and you were like, "Man, this is a boring game." Oh, what were we doing the pod?
Yeah.
You were like, "Man, this is a boring game," and I was like, "Oh." And then after we got off the pod, I turned it on, and I was like, "Man, this is a boring game."
Mm-hmm.
And then in the fourth quarter, it got exciting for like 2 seconds. I think both teams scored, and then it went right back to being boring again.
for all the problems that gambling has caused in sports in the past year, 2 years, this was a game that you had to have money on. I had $10 on the Eagles +3 and Jalen Hurts combining for 200 yards, passing and rushing. And when you hear that bet, you think, well, the shakiest part is Eagles +3, right?
Right.
Nah, in the third quarter, I think it was towards the end of the third quarter, Jalen Hurts had a combined 120 yards. I'm like, no, what the hell is this bull? And thank God he finally hit Devontae Smith, and then he got a couple more completions, and he covered for me. But man, like when your quarterback is a dual threat quarterback and he's struggling to eclipse 200 yards, you know it's a bad game.
You're sitting there watching your bet. Your bet hopes go out the window. Like, this man is not going to get 200 yards in this game.
All right. Well, that brings the total to
I
8.
know you probably caught up with me.
No. You had a hell of a lead, man. I'm getting there. I'm chopping it, chopping the wood. But for the week I was 8-6, and for the week you were 6-8. That brings my total to 68-70, 2 games away from 500, and you are still sitting at 75-63. So I still got I'm 7 games back.
I gotta have a hell of a week.
This week is not too crazy. I think we're gonna have like a handful of games we differ on, but I think the majority we probably gonna agree with. I'm batting lead off this week. So the first game of the week is Thursday Night Football. The New York Jets are traveling to New England to take on the Patriots. It's Thursday Night Football. Crazy things happen on Thursday Night Football, but I don't think even Thursday Night Football can keep the Jets in this game. I will take New England.
Dog, I'm gonna take New England so the Jets can win this game. I figured out the chemistry. If you bet against the Jets, they come out and they play their ass off.
I don't know if the voodoo is strong enough for this one, but we will find out tomorrow night. I don't even care if it's a blowout, man. I just hope it's not another bad game like the Raiders and the Broncos last week.
I don't think the Thursday night has been as bad as it's been the last 2 years this year. It hasn't been good, but it's been uber bad the 2 years before this.
Yeah. And there was, I don't know, I can't remember when, but it was one year where people were saying like, man, these Thursday night games are way better because I feel like Thursday nights used to always be like the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Like it was always the worst. Like only bad teams played on Thursday night. Now everybody could play, but I don't know. It's just not lining up. Like at the beginning of the year, the Jets and the Patriots on paper, the Jets aren't going to be that great, but on paper, that looks like a bad matchup.
Right? Yeah.
The Washington Commanders are traveling to the resurging Miami Dolphins. Washington still beat up. Oh, this game is also in like Europe or something. I don't know. But this is kind of a pick 'em in my opinion. Miami is favored. They're giving 3. So I know Washington's bad and they looked horrible last week, but Miami is not Detroit. So I'll take the 3 points in Washington.
Miami is banged up, and usually after a team get finished facing us, they go out and they have a bad game. I'm not going to say that we have the curse this year, but But Washington is still bad, and Miami did beat Buffalo this past week. So give me Miami.
To edit, turn on offline sync. Trying to connect. Oh, shoot. Hold on a second. Connect. All right. Next up we have. Come on. Computer froze. Next up we got the Carolina Panthers traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Carolina really let me down last week, but I'm not gonna hold it against them. I'm gonna get back on the wagon. Hopefully, they let Rico heal up and get ready for this week because I definitely don't feel comfortable taking Atlanta. Give me Carolina.
Oh man. Yeah, the money does say that you should take Carolina in this game, but I don't know, man. Atlanta will shock you, man. And Carolina went out and shut out Atlanta the last time they played. So I think Atlanta is gonna come back with and be mad at Carolina for that shutout. Have something to prove. So give me Atlanta.
All right. This game was so hard to pick, and I've just received new information that's made it even tougher. The Green Bay Packers are traveling to New York to take on the Giants. The Giants are at home. They are getting 7. We all know Green Bay hates a big spread, but making the decision even tougher. Jackson Dart is out with a concussion, I think. I
Green
don't know.
Bay.
Yeah, he's concussed. Um,
Well, Jackson Dart out.
Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson came into that game to finish the game, and I just saw breaking news. Russell Wilson will not be starting the next game. Jackson Dart will not be starting the next game. Get ready
It had to happen. It had to happen,
to
dog.
eat some W's and throw some pick sixes. Jameis Winston making his New York Giant debut.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Okay, you convinced me.
I feel terrible because I will not be taking the New York Giants. Give me the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, you convinced me, man. Hey, damn, that did make it harder because I want to say James Winston can get you 7. He can keep it within 7, but then he might nah. He ain't got nobody to throw to though. Ooh, give me the Giants, man. I'm putting faith in Jameis Winston, man. I'm putting my faith in Jameis Winston to keep it close. That man is gonna be out there eating W's and praying in the huddle. And hey, you can't ask for more than that, man. He's gonna keep it entertaining. That's
God.
gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best game on TV this week.
I can only imagine. It's a shame that we've been robbed of this opportunity, but I could only imagine what it would look like if James Winston gave Cam Scatterboo a pep talk in that huddle. Do you know what Cam Scatterboo would do with a James Winston pep talk? That dude would run through a wall based off of the words that James gives him. But hey man, if I'm wrong on this one, I can't even be mad at it because James Winston is the ultimate wild card in the NFL.
Oh yeah. Expect big things from this game. Expect to see it all. Expect long touchdowns. Expect interceptions. Expect W's.
God, my only thing is, will Green Bay use their powers of adaptability and feed off of Jameis Winston? Because that will be the greatest game of the card. If Jordan Love goes out there and plays like Jameis Winston, I'll be all in.
If Jameis Winston hadn't been waiting all season long for this moment, then I'd be with you. You know what I'm saying? Green Bay, shuts them down. But Jameis hasn't played all season long. He's been sitting on the bench stewing and waiting for this moment.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm not saying Green Bay shuts him down. I'm saying that he comes out there and lights it up. And since he's lighting it up, Green Bay has no choice but to adapt to whatever their opponent is doing. And they go out there and light it up. And it's like a final score of like 45-42 in a great shootout.
You know what? I asked my cousin this question real quick before we move on. Is I forgot his first name, but is Golden a bust?
Matthew Golden?
Yeah.
No, he's not a bust. It was. I think the most. I think he's so highly touted because he was like the first. I think they said he was the first receiver that Green Bay's taken in the first round in like 2 decades or something like that. But I don't think he was getting a lot of hype coming out of. I mean, not that he wasn't getting out. He was definitely a first, second round grade. But
Right.
When I watched him, he just looked like a good receiver. And I feel like he's just a good receiver in a room full of other good receivers. So he just kind of blends in. He's not gonna do anything to stand out.
So they didn't go out and get them a star receiver. They went out and got them another what you would call in their model their type of receivers, just B grade receivers.
Yeah. He's a B grade receiver. I don't know. I never really saw anything from him that made me think like, oh man, this is gonna be the guy. Apparently they say he's like really fast, but I haven't seen that speed. I was listening to Boomer. Boomer was talking, and he was trying to equate him to like R. Jameson Williams, and I'm like, nah, bro, nah, he's not Jameson Williams. He's just a good fast receiver, and yeah, so he's the JJ McCarthy's of receivers. The Chicago Bears are traveling to, speaking of which, Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Vikings are at home. They are giving 3. JJ McCarthy is really starting to impress is a strong word, but JJ McCarthy is really starting to show me that he might be a good quarterback. But I disagree with you. I wouldn't call Chicago frauds, and I think that they have a good offense. They got a good to great offense, and they got a good to great defense. It's just that, to your point, when they play good teams, I don't know how it looks, but I don't think Minnesota's a good team. So give me Chicago.
Minnesota is not a good team, and I don't think that Minnesota will blow them out, or it's going to be a decisive game that you didn't. I think it is going to be a back and forth. It's going to actually be a good game, but JJ has shown that he can make the plays that need to be made when plays need to be made, and Caleb Williams hasn't been able to show that against good teams. So, yeah, stick on my pick. Give me Minnesota.
This game was kind of tough. This game still is tough when those words come out of my mouth, but I'm gonna stick with my guns. Cincinnati is traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. Steelers are at home. They are giving 5.5. This is a great spot for Pittsburgh to bounce back against the Steelers, but the Steelers, when they're right, can move the ball and put up points. It's just their defense can't stop people. And I feel like Pittsburgh has the opposite problem. Like, their defense can sometimes stop people, but they don't put up a lot of yards. So give me Cincinnati. Joe Burrow back at practice.
Oh wow. So yeah, man, I would usually pick Pittsburgh right about now, but Pittsburgh has just been they just haven't been doing the things that I expect of them these last few games, man, and they just don't look like what I expect a Pittsburgh team to look like. And the last time that they played Cincinnati, they end up losing the game, and they look how they've been looking. So yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm gonna pick Cincinnati, especially if Joe Burrow plays.
No. Joe Burrow's not playing. He's just
Oh
back in the fold. Yeah, man, I'm sticking with Cincinnati, but this is just a prime opportunity for Pittsburgh to get right. They've been on and off lately.
yeah,
Um,
knowing Pittsburgh, they'll win just because I picked against them.
Cincinnati's been hot, so they're probably spending all week figuring out how to stop their Cincinnati's offense. But and Joe Flacco can Joe Flacco keep playing like this? But everything, all the numbers and all the stats point to taking Cincinnati. So yeah, that's who I'm sticking with. Pittsburgh is like one of the worst. Pittsburgh has like the worst pass defense in football, even worse than Cincinnati. And
Wow.
Cincinnati can put up 500 yards. Um, Tampa Bay is traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Buffalo's at home. They are giving 5.5. I took Tampa Bay against the AFC East opponent last week. I said it was going to be a shootout, and Baker let me down. I will not be fooled twice. Give me Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo has been had a bad run of games. To your point earlier, I think they put it together and they start winning games in the second half of the season. So yeah, I'm with you, man. Give me Buffalo as well.
Only because I have to go over every game. The Houston Texans are traveling to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Titans are at home and they are getting 7. I'm taking Houston.
So I need to ask you, is CJ Stroud playing?
Uh,
It doesn't matter. Give me Texans.
uh, and I don't even know if CJ Stroud is playing, but yeah, you're 100% right. It doesn't matter unless you just are feeling crazy. There's no reason to take Tennessee. Oh, the LA Chargers are traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Jaguars are at home. They are getting 2.5. Um, yeah, man. I just need to see some type of consistency from Jacksonville. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, man. The Chargers have been for the last 3 weeks. They've been on fire. I'm going with the Chargers for sure. Jacksonville, however, on the last 3 weeks have been booty butt cheeks. So yeah, I'm rolling with the Chargers.
Seattle is traveling to LA to take on the Rams. Battle of the NFC West. This is a hard game. Rams are at home. They are giving 3. I mulled this one over quite a few times, but on the end, I'm going to take the Rams.
Yeah. So this is a hard game. I want to take Seattle, but because Seattle has been on fire, but then every time I say Seattle's on fire, I keep getting met with the same fact that Seattle hasn't played anybody. Um, they're beating up on these weaker teams, and this will be. I want to say the one game that they did play somebody, they lost that game. So this will be the second game this year that they play a real opponent, and I can't say that I'm confident that they're gonna go out there and be ready for that assault. So yeah, I'm with you, man. Give me the Rams.
Oh man, we've been doing this pod for a minute because at the end of the day, I couldn't decide, and my deciding factor was the Seattle Seahawks have not played anybody. In actuality, they have 2 losses. Their first loss was the first game of the season against the fully healthy San Francisco 49ers team. Then they went on to beat the Steelers, the Saints, the Cardinals. Then they went up against the healthy I'm assuming healthy. I don't know for sure. They went up against the healthy Buccaneers team, which was an L. And then they went on to beat the Jaguars, the Texans, the Commanders, and the Cardinals again. So, yeah, according to that recipe, the Rams are, in fact, a good team. So, yeah, we're both on the Rams.
Yeah, it's inevitable.
All right. Speaking of San Francisco and Arizona, they are playing each other this week. San Francisco traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Cardinals are at home. They are getting 2.5. Yeah. Jacoby Brissett is going to be the new Spencer Rattler for me, a guy who every week I'm gonna tell you how hard he's playing and what a good job he's doing, but I just never take him, and I'm not taking him this week. Give me San Francisco.
Yeah, man. The Cardinals are going to be a good team. One year, the Cardinals are going to be a good team. Unfortunately, it's not this year. I am with you. Give me San Francisco. Interesting question. My cousin is a Miami fan, and he was saying that Miami is looking to recruit Kyler Murray. What do you think? Would that be a good pickup for Miami if Kyler Murray went to Miami?
Yeah, I'd like that. Apparently they're not going to fire Mike McDaniel. So Mike McDaniel is a huge wow. Mike McDaniel is a huge fan of speed. Tua is like incapable of running. So yeah, throw Kyler with Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, A-Chain, get the ball moving. And apparently Marvin Harrison Jr. just underwent surgery for my computer froze. His appendix. So he's gonna be out this week, and well, he's out indefinitely, I guess you could say. So he's gonna miss the game this week as well.
Wow.
But yeah, Kyler Murray on Miami, yeah, sure, because Arizona is not going anywhere.
And you think that Tyreek Hill will be back with Miami next year?
If they had a new quarterback, definitely. I saw some reports that he was considering retirement. At the same time, I said that Miami would be well served to try to find a way to get rid of him. But if you could pair up Kyler and Tyreek Hill, I would do everything to keep them together if I could get that package.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it, but my thing would be I would want to see if Tyreek can maintain that speed after all the surgeries he's gonna have to get back to get back right. So I'm just interested to see if Tyreek Hill is the player that he was when he comes back. I can't say that he will be. I mean, I hope that he does because Tyreek is a great talent, and you always want to see a great player come back to their prominence. But I can't say that they will. And if I was Miami, I wouldn't take the chance, and I would just make Waddle my number one.
Mm. If Waddle's your number one, I wouldn't recommend Kyler going there. That's me though.
I think Waddle is a great receiver. I think that he was in the shadow of Tyreek Hill, and with Tyreek Hill not there anymore, he steps up and becomes the number one receiver that he should have been if Tyreek wasn't there.
I think JMO and Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith are the three best number 2 wide receivers in football. And I wouldn't want to try to put them in another position. But I would have said the same thing to you about Jackson Smith and Jigba last year, and look at them now. So maybe all they need is opportunity.
and, and a quarterback without a fuzzy head.
Kansas, that helps a lot. Kansas City is traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos. Broncos at home, getting 3.5. Kansas City.
Oh, my bad. I'm just picturing Tua like, hey, I'm gonna throw it to you, Waddle. I'm gonna throw it to you, Waddle, this time, and then he throws it to Tyreek Hill. And I thought you was gonna say I thought you was gonna throw it to Waddle. You like, I did.
Yeah. If you got a quarterback who knows where he is at all times, that's a benefactor to the whole team. But you want to keep on trotting out this guy who hasn't had I haven't heard much though since they won that game. He didn't have a crazy post game conference, so good for him. But
yeah, they didn't lose. He didn't have to make up no excuses.
So yeah, we got Kansas City traveling to Denver. Denver at home, getting 3.5. Kansas City coming off of a loss and a bye. This is a great opportunity for them to come back in, make some noise, do what they got to do. But however, I would not be picking them. Denver, like I said, I feel like has won their last 3 games by a field goal. I'm getting a field goal and a half. Hey man, I'll take that. Give me Denver.
Man, I want to take Denver, but Denver's been letting me down lately, man. And they should have covered last week, and they did not. Meanwhile, Kansas City is coming off a bye week. They've got all their players back. Rice has been killing it since he's been back, and they got all the momentum going forward. So, while I want to take the Broncos, I just don't have enough faith in them this year. If it was last year, I would have took them. But no, give me Kansas City.
All right. We got Baltimore traveling to Cleveland. Baltimore continues to play bad teams. Whoa. Baltimore continues to play bad teams, and they've been beating bad teams. Oh man. Hold on, I'm just piecing this together, but yeah, I'm gonna do it. So when I read it out loud, I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Baltimore. But that being said, Dylan Gabriel had a rough outing last week, and I'm not making this pick based on this, but I just feel like it's in the air that at some point Dylan Gabriel is not going to make it through this whole game, and we're going to see Shedeur Sanders take the field for the first time. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens in this game. It might not happen, and even if it doesn't happen, I told you I didn't think Baltimore was playing great, even though they've won their last 2 games. And Cleveland does have a good defense, and they play Baltimore tough. So 8.5, I'm sure I'll regret it, but I'll take Cleveland.
Yeah, you are a brave man. The last time Baltimore played the Browns, they blew them out of the water. I think it was like 42-6 or something like that. And I think that just continues. The Baltimore defense hasn't offense hasn't looked that great, but it's the Browns. And even if Gabriel Dillon does go out and gets pulled mid game, by that point it'll be way too late, and Shador will have to climb up a mountain to get back into the game. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with Baltimore.
I don't blame you. But it's more so Gabriel's gonna get hurt. I'm not wishing injury upon him. I'm just saying. I just got a feeling. When you play, this is how it happened, man. Like it was a montage online of all the bad throws from last week, and it was a lot of Cleveland. Well, I didn't look at it all, but it was Cleveland and the Jets, and like dog, it was some throws where they just like threw it to no. I can't remember if it was Gabriel versus Fields. I feel like it was Gabriel though. This dude threw it to a linebacker dead in his chest. I think it was Gabriel because I think I was like, how is no way that Shador is worse than this guy?
Yeah, you take that. There's no way, dog. Even before they were picked, there's no way. Like, dog, come on now. But yeah, man, I'm with you, dog. Gabriel Dillon, yeah, he's not it. And you heard it here, first, folks. Marcus is calling for Gabriel Dillon to get hurt, so Shador can play.
Definitely not calling for it. I'm just saying when you play bad, football has a way of righting the ship the hard way, and the coach is not going to do it. So the football guys, man, I don't know what to tell you. They are not kind. Our game.
If Gabriel Dillon gets hurt this week, we will do an emergency pod, letting you know that Marcus was right and he called for this to happen. You'll hear it from us first. You'll hear it from us first.
If Dillon Gabriel gets hurt, I'm so sorry for the guy, and I hope he heals quickly.
Yeah, it's trying to change them now.
That hasn't changed the fact that it's a possibility to get hurt. Our game of the week, America's game of the week, the Detroit Lions traveling to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. Eagles are at home. They are giving 2.5. I think the Lions could win by +7. So I'll take that 2.5.
For the Eagles?
For the Lions. Lions getting 2.5.
Oh. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I'm with you, man. I'll take the Lions. The Eagles offense hasn't looked good, and I'm with you, man. With Dan Campbell calling the plays, if Dan Campbell was calling the plays, and that,
He said he is.
Oh, you said he is. Yeah. With Dan Campbell calling the plays and the offense looking like it did, if it can continue to look like it did last week, I'm with you. We score way more than 2 points.
Okay, Dallas last game Monday Night Football. They're like, we're gonna make Bruce. We
said the loser.
We gotta make Bruce take Dallas at some point. The Dallas Cowboys are traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. Raiders are at home and they are getting 3.5.
They're getting 3?
The Raiders are getting 3.5.
Oh my goodness, dog. Why? Dog, I refuse to take the Cowboys. Give me the Raiders.
Hey man, you got Max Crosby on your side. Maybe it'll work out. Let's see what we got here. That is our picks for the week.
You didn't say your pick.
Oh no, I'm taking the Cowboys. My bad. Yeah, it's not even a question. It's the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys.
It's not even a question.
Man, the Cowboys played awful last week.
Who they play last week?
I can't remember, but I just remember watching the game and Dak was out there looking lost.
Cowboys last week got smacked by I don't remember. Cowboys scores. Cowboys play back. Cowboys were on a bye last week, and then they got smacked the week before that by my laptop will work. That was Denver, wasn't it?
Was it Denver?
Yeah, I think it was Denver because my computer is not cooperating.
Yeah, that last game they played, whoever it was, man, they look bad.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was Denver. Yeah, it was Denver because they put up like 5 touchdowns. Yeah, my laptop not working, but but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Denver. But yeah, man.
That
Trying to
was
think if
all
I
the
had
game.
anything. That's all the games. Trying to think if I had anything to ask you.
Are the Pistons the best team in the East?
The Pistons are the best team in the East. Uh, they are literally the best team in by wins and losses. They are the best team in the East, and I think the but unfortunately, I think the Pistons are kind of the Seattle Seahawks of the NBA. Like they have a good team, but they have a really favorable schedule. And I was actually looking at it, and I think November. I think they'll finish November as the number one team in the East. But come December, we'll really find out who the Pistons are and if they are the best team in the East.
What's happening in December? They go on a West Coast tour or something.
Oh no, they just they're playing like tonight. Tonight they got Chicago, so that should be a good game rematch of their first loss of the season. I'll definitely be watching. Pistons are banged up though, but come on, my computer does not want to work.
Did you see that Washington game? Like you said, they were banged up. Washington was winning that game, and you were watching it. You were watching it Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Washington was banged. I mean, Detroit was banged up. Washington was winning that game. There was no way the Pistons should have won. But all of a sudden, they took it to overtime and they pulled it out. They won, and K ended up with a triple double. And I heard after that game, I heard the question thrown around: is K MVP?
The only way Cade will be the MVP is if the Pistons finish the season as the number one seed in the East. If they finish number one seed in the East, then I will I will stand from the mountaintops and shout that Cade Cunningham deserves to be the MVP. I don't think the Pistons are going to finish number one in the East, but if that happens, then by far, yes, he deserves to be the MVP. But right now, he's just playing at a high level. I told you during the pod, and since then, I swear to God, every time you hear people give these statistics for Cade Cunningham, they always mention him in like these crazy company. Since that pod, I told you I heard that they said that him and Luka were the only two players to average like 20 and 10 over their last like 10 games. And then I heard no player has done the last play. I can't even remember the stats. But regardless, the only other player to do what K did in that Washington game was Michael Jordan. And then there was another stat. Oh, well, that wasn't a great stat, but like nobody's missed that many shots since like Kobe Bryant. But still, man, the point remains. Every time you hear K's name mentioned, it's always amongst the names of a lot of other great players. Um, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade play a similar style of basketball. And I would just like to see Cade, and he's getting there too, man. He really is. But I would just like to see his jumper be a little bit more consistent because Shai's mid-range jumper is probably one of the most consistent jumpers in mid-range jumpers in the league. And I think Cade probably is number 2, number 3. But I just want to see him improve that. I do agree, though. Well, you said that the Pistons had no business winning that game. My counterpoint to that would be the Pistons had no business being in that position to the Washington Wizards, who are 1-10 on the year. So
even with what we got 5 players hurt.
Yeah, we got 5 players hurt, but again, the Wizards have only won 1 game out of 11. The Pistons play Chicago tonight, and they play Philadelphia. This is a tough little stretch. I'm not gonna I take that back. This is a tough little stretch right here. We don't gotta wait till December. Chicago is a good team. Philadelphia is a good team. We've beaten Philadelphia already, though. Indiana is a bad team. Atlanta is a good team, and Milwaukee's a good team. And then we come back with Indiana and Boston, Orlando, Miami. But no, I was just curious as far as December, because in December we got Milwaukee. Oh, must be the Cup. Damn, they play the Bucks on December 6th, and then they don't have another game until December 18th.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that NBA Cup bullshit. But yeah, they play Milwaukee. Dallas is an okay team. Charlotte, Portland, Sacramento. So yeah, man, I gotta take that back. They do go out west though to end December. And they got the Clippers and the Lakers. But no, we'll see what they are in the next 6 games.
Are they getting any of those hurt players back?
Yeah, your boy Ivy is supposed to be back. He's not supposed to be
tonight?
Back. They're gonna reevaluate Ivy probably next week. Tobias Harris has a sprained ankle. He's missed like 3-4 games already, so he should be back here soon. Stu's got an ankle. I don't know what's up with Ausar Thompson. That went that injury went under the radar for me. But yeah, all these guys should be coming back before the month is. Well, not all these guys. These guys should be back before the month is over. Like I said, they're reevaluating Ivy probably next week, and it's possible he could be back before the month is over too.
Well, I mean but tonight they don't get any of those guys back.
Let's see. A couple of Thompson injuries. Jalen Duren questionable for tonight's game. Oh wow, yeah. Cade Cunningham was not seen at shoot around this morning. Isaiah Stewart is out. Ausar Thompson is out. Tobias Harris out. Yeah, man. I think this is gonna be a
loss.
I'm not gonna say a loss, but I think this is gonna be everybody take the night off tonight.
Yeah, apparently they're not concerned about the get back on the Bulls.
Nah. This is gonna be the Chaz Lanier game. the Dennis Jenkins, Chaz Lanier, Duncan Robinson. It's gonna be an ugly game, but I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a loss though, because the Bulls are a good team, but I don't think they're a great team. So Bobby Clint, man, they're gonna put up a fight. Pistons gonna put up a fight. Give me Pistons plus 10.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's standing on business right there.
Yeah.
Plus 10, that's saying a lot.
No, that's just saying that they're gonna be within 10. I'm not saying they're gonna win.
Oh, plus 10. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, not minus 10. No. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, okay. I got you. Yeah. I mean, the injury. So you would say if the Pistons was healthy, then easy work.
Yeah, if the Pistons were healthy, like I said, I didn't think they should have lost to the Bulls to open the season up. So I definitely would double down and pick them to win. Pick them to win this game if they were healthy. But there's another game on tonight. Because I was gonna watch the Pistons game, but doesn't sound like it's gonna be much of a game. I'm trying to see. Yeah. So yeah, 9:30 ESPN. 8-3 Lakers are going to 11-1 Oklahoma City Thunder. Luka Doncic versus Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So I'm definitely gonna stay tuned for that game.
Has LeBron played any games this season?
No. And the Lakers are probably off to their best start in years.
So LeBron's supposed to be retiring this year. Is he? Is he going to play any games?
I don't know what LeBron's going to do. Is he going to retire this year? I don't think he's going to retire this year.
Didn't he like release a trailer, like hinting at it or something like that?
No, he released. Yeah, it was a trailer that said like the decision 2.0 or something like that, or
Right.
something like this is gonna be the hardest choice I've had to do since blah 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 or some shit like that. And it turns out the hard choice was switching to drinking Hennessy VSOP.
Wow. Wow. Hey, they need to cut him just for that. If I was the Lakers, I'm like, man, you're gone.
So yeah, there's no way he's retiring after this year because if I know one thing, man, I'm not that I like the guy, but I know all about LeBron James. and based on my years and years of analysis, bro, it's not a chance in hell that LeBron James is gonna retire without announcing it so that he could get his farewell tour.
Wow.
It's just no chance. There's no chance he would pass up on that much. I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it.
Glaze.
There we go. That's what I was looking for. There's no way he'll pass on that level of glazing. Like, God, how could he pass that up? There's no way in the world. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna retire next year. I don't think this is his last season. The Lakers did not pick up his option, so he's gonna be a free agent after this year. So he could get traded. Who knows what happens? But
You think he leaves?
Huh?
He leaves LA?
Do I think he leaves LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't pick up his option.
That's interesting. And goes where? Back to Cleveland?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would tune in just to see where he goes. And then I would lose interest immediately once I find out. But
LeBron's done. LeBron is like I just don't know what's gonna happen. Like the Lakers are playing
way better without him.
Way better without him. He's got the number Luka Doncic, they say, has the number one jersey as far as sales in the NBA merchandise. Like, this is the most hype that LA's had in a while. So when LeBron comes back, I don't know how they fit him back in. I don't know what he does. But yeah, they essentially tried to get him out of there, but the rumors were that there was no team interested in making a trade for him. They would rather just wait for his contract to expire rather than take on his like $53 million that he's owed. So I don't know what happens, man.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what, man? The basketball season might be interesting this year, man. I'll stay tuned to see what's going on around the league. But that's all I got. Unless you got something else, man.
Nah, that's all I got, man. My phone about to die, and it's 5:00, man. Let's get out of here.
All right. Well, until next week, man, we'll see whose picks came to what. If I'm still in the lead next week, but until then, go Lions. Peace.